Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, let's take a look at this 2022 Honda Civic Touring. The Touring trim is going to be the highest trim level of the Civic that you can buy. It includes things such as a fully digital gauge cluster, a 9-inch navigation system, a very nice sculpted front end, as you can see here, as well as pretty unique wheels. With that being said, a huge thank you to Bob Thomas Pre-Owned, which is a part of the Thomas Auto Group here in McKinney, Texas, for giving me some time with this one today. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. Starting off in the front, as you can see here, you have a pretty nice and unique grille. You also do have LED daytime running lights right here with LED headlamps, as well as LED fog lamps. Coming over to the side profile here, as you can see, we're taking a look at a set of, can't really tell what tires these are, but these are Road Hugger GTZ tires. And these measure 245, 40R, 18s all the way around. With that being said, just like all Hondas, such as this one, it does come standard with a smart key access system, allowing you to get inside and outside of the vehicle pretty easily. To do that, just have the key fob in your pocket, come up to the door handle, there's a touch sensor behind, simply put your hand in there, and the vehicle will indicate unlocking. And after waiting a few seconds to lock the vehicle, just simply tap the button here, and the vehicle will indicate locking. The exterior color of this particular one is finished off in Sonic Gray Pearl, with the ebony leather interior. As you can see here, coming to the door panel, we do have some hard touch plastic material on top. You do have this piano black finish here in the middle, which is really nice. You also have some soft touch material down here with some white stitching for a very complimentary look. You're going to have adjustments here for your mirrors, as well as which side you're going to adjust. Your locks, child window lock, as well as your power windows. Both front windows are going to be fully automatic. You also have a little bit of some storage space right down there. And this button here is going to be for your trunk. Nice little intro sound. As long as you have the key fob on you, whether it's in your pocket or in the vehicle, this vehicle does come standard with a push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to go. Very nice. As you can see, the Civic does come standard with a fully leather wrapped rack and pinion power steering wheel, which is pretty nice. You have paddle shifters on both the left and the right sides. You have controls as well on the left and right sides. Left is going to house controls for your volume, your hands-free Bluetooth, auto sources here, or in this case to back or go back or to fast forward. To the right, you're going to have cruise control settings. You're going to have your forward collision warning, as well as your lane departure warning system, which is pretty nice. Coming up here, we're taking a look at a fully digital gauge cluster with two main gauges. To the left, to the very far left, is going to be your coolant temperature. To the very far right is going to be your fuel range. And then the two gauges in the middle, on the left is going to be your tachometer, and on the right is going to be your speedometer. Just inside of the left, it's going to show you some information. As you can see, no device is connected, as well as the current time, followed by to the right here on the speedometer, where it's going to show you that there is someone in the vehicle. With that being said, you're going to also have your exterior temperature at the bottom, drive modes, and of course the odometer reading, which in this case, this is the highest mileage vehicle I've ever reviewed, coming in at just shy of 85,000 miles. Pretty impressive. Now, as you can see, with the push of this button here, we should be able to go through a couple of different things, which is pretty nice to see. So starting off here, we're looking at range, as well as your average fuel economy, and your AAA information. Coming to the left, you're going to have apps, customized display, a back button, phone, FM, AM, and Sirius XM. USB, Bluetooth, and then back to apps. And then to the right here, as you can see, you have trip A information. You're going to have your average speed and elapsed time for trip A, navigation, your driver attention level. This is going to be for your seat belts, oil life, safety support, customized display. This is going to be for your speed and distance units, and then back to the trip information for trip A. Coming over here, we're taking a look at a 9-inch infotainment screen setup, as you can see here, which looks really nice. And then to the left here, you're going to have your physical buttons such as home, back, volume, and then your fast forward or to go back buttons here. You're also going to have some buttons here on the screen, which is a touch screen. So right now we're looking at navigation. As you can see, it does look pretty nice. Coming over to phone, as you can see here, you can pair a phone, or you can simply just pair a phone that's already installed in the vehicle. Going to FM, as you can see here, is going to show what's playing on the radio. You have your preset stations here. You can seek, tune, scan, or go through different stations via the station list. Coming to Bluetooth audio here, you can play Bluetooth, you can play your audio via Bluetooth in the vehicle as long as you have your vehicle connected to Bluetooth. Smart shortcuts. It says here, your vehicle provides quick access to call, music, and navigation when applied. Suggestions tailored to you. Learning over time, based on your listening, navigation, and calling history and preferences, the vehicle will learn and continue to improve over time, which is pretty cool. And then press and hold shortcuts to provide feedback, as you can see here. It says your feedback can help the vehicle grow smarter. And then you have your display mode over here on the far right, which you can turn it down to make it dim, turn it up to make it bright, as you can see there. But let's just go back to the home page. Now, the home page, of course, is going to include different things, which includes all applications, navigation, phone, FM radio, smartphone connection, trip computer, Sirius XM, Bluetooth audio, general settings, vehicle settings, USB, AM, system updates, clock, Honda Link, which is going to be for your mobile device, smart shortcuts, and then your display mode. So pretty cool stuff here to see. Coming down, you do have your air vents, which personally I like the look of how they are, and it kind of goes all the way across the dashboard, which looks really cool. You have this piano black finish here, which also looks amazing in this vehicle as well. You do have dual zone climate control. You're going to have heated front and front passenger seating. You're going to have different modes for your positioning, front and rear defrost, AC controls, and recycling. Down here, since this is the Touring model, it does come standard with a wireless charging area here, and I don't know if it's the same thing like what's in other Hondas, but personally, if you put the phone in the vehicle and make sure it's in the right position before you turn on the vehicle, it will recognize the device and charge the device for you, which is nice. You do have a set of USB ports there, one being for fast charging, one being for regular USB. Passenger airbag light is right there, and then over here we do have your traditional outlet right there, which is pretty cool. This vehicle does come standard with a automatic transmission. Put it into reverse, you do get a nice backup camera with guidance lines, and they do adjust as you turn the wheel. You also have different camera views here. You're going to have a wide angle view and a top down view. Of course, you have different parking sensors. I believe that's to dim the brightness of the screen, which is pretty nice. With that being said, coming down here, you're going to have your different drive modes. So coming up to the screen, as you can see as we go through them, you're going to have Sport, Normal, as well as Econ. Keep it in normal. You can turn off your auto stop start button here, electronic parking brake, brake hold. You have two cup holders here, and I like the way how this is finished in like this carbon fiber material, which is very nice. Coming over here to your glove compartment, You have a decent amount of storage space, plus a small little cubby hole here, as you can see. The seats in the Touring are probably one of the more comfortable seats that I've been in some time in a Honda. Overall, though, they do look really nice. I love the stitching right here in the middle that comes down. And I also love the bolstering of these seats as well. They're pretty nice, and overall, I really do think they're quite comfortable. So with that said, I have to say that they are pretty good to look at. So with that being the case, let's continue on. You do have your mirror here with your garage home link, which you can pair up to 3 different garages. You're going to have controls for your sunroof as well as your lights up here in this area. This is going to be your sunglass holder. You have your sunroof up here, as you can see. Come over to your visor. And then coming over here to the far left, you're going to have a couple of other buttons. And they include the gauge dimmer switches, your parking sensors, traction control off, and this button down here is going to be for your different safety features. But overall, the Civic has been a very great seller, a very popular seller for a long time, and there's a lot of reasons for that, as I'll allude to at the end of the video. But with that being said, let's go ahead and check out the rest of the Honda Civic Touring. Coming to the back of the Honda Civic Touring, as you can see, the leather materials do follow throughout, and they do look nice and soft, as you can see. You do have one seat pocket behind the front passenger, as well as 2 USB ports right back here, as well as a set of 2 cup holders and a padded armrest. You do have your capless fuel filler right here, as you can see. The Civic Touring does come standard with LED taillights, as you can see, as well as their Civic and Touring badges on the respective sides. Inside, as you can see, we're taking a look at a very nice cargo tray. You do have your carpeted mats in that plastic right there. And you're looking at it right around 14.4 cubic feet of cargo space, making this not only reasonable, but I think one of the larger cargo spaces in the segment here. Overall, quite nice. You do have door protection right here, the door sills, which is a factory accessory. You also have body colored mirrors here, which look absolutely nice, with your turn signals right there in LEDs. Under the hood of the 2022 Honda Civic, we're taking a look at Honda's tried and true engine. It's a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. It produces 180 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. All right, everyone. So now that we're back inside of the Civic, let's go ahead and discuss a summary of sorts about this car. The Honda Civic has been around since the 60s. It has been very popular. It is a very fuel-efficient vehicle. And no matter which trail you go for, the Civic will continue to be a very popular model for people who want something that's affordable, economical, and reliable. Now, with that being said, there has been competition over the years from some of its rivals, such as the Toyota Corolla, Nissan Sentra, and even to say here, even the Hyundai Elantra, to name a few. But honestly, out of the other 3 that I've mentioned, Personally, I like the way how the Honda Civic has been redesigned. It's, you know, this has been out since 2022. It's been a really great seller for Honda, and of course, it's one of their best sellers for Honda. This is really far off behind from the Accord as far as, you know, popularity. It's very, very great. It gets, like I said, great gas mileage. You know, it's been around for a long time. The name recognition is very much, you know, not bad. It's great. And so far, you know, this Touring trim level is no other. You know, it has a digital cluster, 9-inch infotainment system, navigation, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have a roomy back seat. You have a very reasonable trunk. In fact, I would say a little bit more than average size trunk. You know, you have a great driving profile, as you can see. The interior looks really nice, and I love the way how the Civic was redesigned. So with that being said, I'm a fan of this car. It looks really good, and I can't wait to see what Honda does next with this car. I know that it just got refreshed for 25, with of course the new hybrid being the big talker of the new Civic. But overall, whichever Civic you go for, whether it's gasoline or hybrid, you're going to be getting a vehicle that's not only reliable, not only dependable, not only fuel efficient, but also one that's going to really be around for a long time, as long as you do proper maintenance. And well, if you treat the vehicle right, it will treat you right. So with that said, guys, that's going to do here for this walk around and tour of the 2022 Honda Civic Touring, finished off here in Sonic Gray Pearl with the black leather interior. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.